Hi you guys, I'm back. My name is Mary. Welcome back. I was recording in my tent. No, I was recording in the creek, near the creek, and it was so pretty, but the audio, even with my mic, wasn't hitting because the wind was loud. I got so many motherfucking skeeter bites. I had sweats and a fucking raincoat on. And anyways, I'm back in my little safe haven, my little tent. I know it's messy. It's okay. It's cute. I think she's kind of cute, right? But I just wanted to share something that's been so dear on my heart that I think about daily because I'm so grateful for it, and because
of how fucking delusional I was in making that decision.
I feel like being delusional has led me, the delusion of my decisions of like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna fucking do this, and I don't know. It's been the best. That's so crazy. But, so in 2022, what the hell? Why does this hurt? Ow, what is that? Something bite me? In 2022, I got on birth control. I was having so much hormone dysregulation. Some can say it's pmdd, which I think it was, but others say, girl, your nervous system was a little bit of both. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, I just didn't have joy on being on earth anymore. I was like, what's going on with me? Like, PMDD, I feel like I know a lot of people have expressed it feels like you're two different people. Like when you're in like depending on like the severity of it for certain people, like if you're in your follicular, and I know some can start even feeling the PMDD during like ovulation, but follicular to ovulation, you're like, But then in fucking luteal, you're like, I'm gonna fucking
kill everyone. Like literally, you're gonna fucking burn the motherfucking shit to the ground. Like,
I remember I was like, even in college, I was experiencing it. I was so tired, like I couldn't get out of bed. My roommate was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm just tired." Like the will to like continue to support my body in any capacity was gone. And it was like really scary. I was like, is this what life is? Is this my life? Is this what I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life? And so, and I think I started taking a couple supplements, like herbal supplements, and they weren't supporting me in the way I needed them to. I think like obviously there's some other shift I needed to make, but I did decide to get on birth control because with where I was at, that's all I knew. Where I was like, oh, birth control, like how else can I shift? What can I fix? How can I fix myself? Because I'm broken. And that is far from the truth. You're not broken. And so I was with my boyfriend. I was angry all the time. I didn't know what was going on. A lot of things were activating. And so yeah, I finally went on the pill. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going on the pill for hormone regulation. And I felt like my life force was taken away from me. Quite literally. My capacity to to feel like, if I was feeling sad, I was like, I'm just feeling sad, but I was like monotone about it. And it's like, oh, I don't have these symptoms anymore, but my life force is gone. Like, do I even want to do anything? Am I even happy? It's like you kind of, when I was on the pill, you kind of start questioning your sanity a little bit, I feel like, because you're like, I don't feel anything. Like, isn't part of the human experience to experience all these emotions, and I feel like none of them? And so I went back and I told her, and also my sex drive was gone. And I was like, yeah, like, I'm feeling this and this. So she gave me another one. So, of course, it was like the same thing. Like, I feel like the biggest theme in all the 3 that I took was like life force energy. You know, because obviously you don't ovulate, and ovulation is creative energy as well, you know. And so when I was on my 3rd one, I started to experience a lot of BV and UTIs. Excuse me. More the BV than the UTIs. But I was like, I feel like I was going to the doctor a little more frequent than I would like to. And I was like, what's going on? Why do I keep getting PV? And I was like, it's the birth
control. Has to be.
And I started reading this book. I'll put it here because I forgot the name of it. Like, I can't think of the name of it, but she was just saying like the harms of birth control, obviously. And I finally was like, oh yeah, fuck
yeah, like, I agree with this. And as I was reading that
too, you know, I was just like, and like the symptoms I was experiencing, and I even like tried Googling in. I don't know if I found like, it kind of said on Google that like the birth control could be like affecting you to have BV, but it wasn't like certain. And so I was like, I went to the doctor for the last time, like, because I got my antibiotics, and I was like, okay, I think like it's causing the BV. And of course she looked like I was fucking stupid. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about, when bitch, I do. Because I know my body better than anyone else. It's on period. We all do. But yeah, it was really disappointing from that specific doctor to like just kind of be invalidated in how I was feeling. And so after I got off of it, I was really scared, obviously, because I was using it too for protection too. That was another like, oh, a good thing about it. And I was still experiencing a lot of like symptoms of the pmdd, and I knew again I had to shift timelines. I was like, I don't like traditional talk therapy. That doesn't really resonate with me as much. And so there's this somatic practitioner I was following, like during like as I started the birth control, as I entered my relationship. And I really was like, when I first saw her, I was like, who is this bitch? Who does she think she is? And I was like, no, I'm not following her. Like, I was being judgmental as fuck when I saw her content. And then I finally went back and I was like, am I jealous because I want to be like I feel like sometimes when you see things that you want, you kind of get jealous in this way, and you project, and you're just like, you kind of like start projecting and judging until you find, like, I finally hit this point where I was like, maybe I could achieve that too. Like, what if that could be me? But how? And I finally decided to invest in a mentorship with her. And, you know, that was a very delusional decision, right? Investing in so much and not knowing the outcome, not knowing where it was going to take me. But I will say that's the reason why I'm here in Maui, living in a fucking tent, living off fucking grid, bitch. It's crazy. But yeah, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what she was going to teach me. You know, again, I was still thinking I needed to be fixed. And a lot of it was just learning how to connect with my body deeper. Learning of what is so loud right now in my body, because she wants to come forward. She wants to be seen. She wants to express. And through all of that, my luteal phase, it was like one day I just was like, wait, I didn't have a tweak out luteal phase. And I had really bad plantar fasciitis. It's like here it would hurt to like walk. And I was like, oh yeah, it's the shoes. Of course the shoes are like a layer of it, but the root of it, you know. And her and I never talked about any of that. Just as we continue to build and go deeper and deeper into my body and what she was telling me, that was the root. It was like my body, there was ways, it's bothering me. There was ways my body was speaking to me, and I finally listened. And not even that, but having a mentor to hold you and see you in your pain as you are navigating something, that was the highlight of it. Having a safe space to express my fucking truth, even when the truth was ugly, even if it was a projection, even if it was a judgment about myself, it still needed to be seen. And that is why I will always, you know, sometimes of course it's like you need a supplement, and I'm not saying to never like go through, like, if you know, if you feel like Western medicine, if there's something that could be very supportive for you, that is okay too. But for me, like, just going into the root of the issue and seeing it, and the pain subsides, you know. And like, obviously this is just a layer of what I did. I obviously started going into cycle syncing and learning ways to really support my luteal phase, and knowing how your luteal phase is just information of what needs to shift, what needs to fucking die, what's gotta burn. It's just information. And I'm still learning that I don't need to be fixed. I just need to connect with myself. That also, like, you know, investing in a container, you know, it's a big energetic investment as well. And sometimes I feel like I'm like, oh, okay, I'm fixed. I'm good. She gave me these tools I can put in my toolbox. But it's like once you reach another layer of your healing where more shit is coming up, and you're just like, I don't know. Hey everybody, welcome to my weird ass Grinch lighting. But as I was editing, I just wanted to add this piece and reflect back that when you're with a mentor and you're working through these edgy parts of yourself, whether it's like your self-worth, mom, dad pain, maybe all of it combined in different ways, and you are navigating that layer of it, and then, you know, you go on, you're like la la la, and then in the moment you don't really realize, but it's like you're stepping into a new timeline when the pain is revisited, because it's like it kind of goes a little bit deeper, and it's like a weird way. It's like this gift, because you're like, wait, I've healed like part of this, but there's more to it. There's more that my body is remembering, and she's ready, and she's having more capacity for me to like fucking hold this new layer of fucking pain. And it's so crazy, because even in the mentor I'm seeing now, it's like I'm still revisiting some of the same pain and beliefs, but it's just running deeper, and it's just needing a different type of support and love. And I feel like that's just part of like the human experience. Like, whatever you're navigating, and like you're in a certain phase and you're needing different support, there's no quick fix, and there's no like, oh well, she taught me how to do this thing and it was really helpful, but right now in this season that I'm in, it might not be the most helpful thing, you know. And your body will loudly communicate that to you. Just fucking win, bro. I'm gonna do this. it's when, without a doubt, I invest in a mentor. I invest in someone where I see what I like. I look at their page and, you know, their website or whatever they have, and see what they have to offer, and like their medicine, and seeing if my body aligns with that person and the medicine is it going to serve me. And I am on my 4th mentor now. You know, I've taken breaks here and there, but it's like building that relationship with your body too, and knowing that like, hey, I really need support right now, and I literally cannot do this on my own. I can't. And I think another part of it, and learning that, is like we were never meant to do anything like all of this on our own. You know, there's times where you got to be alone, you got to be in your cocoon, your hermit phase, but really a lot of the healing is being seen and being heard and felt, in your truth, and knowing that the person that's holding you, they've walked it through. They've walked it through. They have walked it too. They are you. They're a part, like they see a part of themselves in you. And it just has taught me that like the way women heal their women, the way, because of that mentor I've invested in, I have shared so much with my sisters, and I've learned to connect with like what my body is telling me. And you know, it's a constant relationship. Like, girl, I just signed on to another mentorship, because I was like, I really need support right now. I don't know how to navigate all of these feelings by myself. And every time I sign on, I'm never like, every time I'm done with the container, I'm never like, I wish I never did this. I want my money back. Like, you can't put a price on it, and it's all worth it. It's all worth it. It's like, even like goes down to, you are worth it. You are worth the investment. You deserve it. And it's just the most beautiful thing to like witness myself and witness my sisters witness me in the healing, like that I have capacity to do this. Like, I wouldn't be in Maui without all of this. And even then, I'm still learning to hold all the goodness. I'm still, you know, I feel like for me, sometimes it's hard for me to like, I see my mentors as like a god almost, but it's like when they sit in session with me, they're like, yeah, I feel like, you know, they sometimes fucking struggle with anxiety, they fucking struggle with money, they fucking struggle with holding, like receiving, like they're human too. We're all human, we're all trying our best, and I think that's why we need each other. And that's okay. I remember one of the mentors I've worked with, I had a lot of headaches, and I was just like, yeah, I'm sensitive to energy, I'm da-da-da-da, it's just how it is. But her specific medicine was like working with the chakras, which I love learning about the chakras. And she finally was like, you know, part of it is like your third eye too is communicating with you and be like, hey, like, you're in certain situations and connections, I feel like I had this illusion of something. Like, it wasn't what I didn't take it for what it was. Maybe the connection wasn't serving me or whatever it was. And when you listen to that voice, the headache goes away, because like, you know, I stopped communicating with them, I stopped doing this thing because I saw it for what it was. And then another piece of it was my root, my sacral, my solar, even my heart, even my throat. Like, a lot of that was closed off, especially my heart. But what was I saying? My heart. Oh, so if all of this is closed off, like your channel, then your head's working like twice as hard, right? She's trying to protect me, like the logic, all of it. And as she was giving me these little these little exercises to do. Like I started to work through some deep shit, and they started to open a little bit, and I didn't get headaches anymore. Like I could put my, like the biggest thing was like, oh, I have thick hair, like I can't put my hair in a bun. No, it was the headache, babe. It was the fucking headache. So let this experience be a testament to you are worth it. You are a sovereign, motherfucking, beautiful, bad bitch. You can do it. That you can shift timelines whenever you want. That if you're not happy with where you are and you're needing to shift, that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to try something new, because I feel like when you try something new, you kind of feel like, who the fuck am I? Because you're shifting from the programming you had. So you're jumping into a different timeline. You're like, is this me? Is this real? And that's okay too. It's okay. So I know this podcast was kind of long, but thank you for tuning into my expression and for hearing me. I love creating this little platform for myself. And yeah, I'll see you next time.